This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
Stick around to the end of this video to hear an offer from the sponsor of today's video, private internet access. I don't know how long I've been saying it, but I'm going to continue to say it as long as it's necessary, and that is to stop electing stupid people to high office. Again, we're talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene in this case. For almost a year, Marjorie Taylor Greene has been on a quest of division and divisiveness. A quest to convince, to cajole, to pressure states to secede from the Union. It used to be called the national divorce that she banged on about from about January of last year to now. And now that language has straight up evolved into her calling for states to secede from the Union in, I guess, a Civil War part duh. I'm going to read a tweet, and then I'm going to read a response. But I want you to keep in mind the history that you already fully understand, and that is, what was the outcome of the last attempted secession from the Union? The last time that a group of states, 11 in this case, decided to secede from the Union, to separate themselves from the United States, to be traitors to their nation. What was the outcome? I guess we'll get back to that. I guess the outcome will never be known. We'll never know who won the Civil War, who was beaten into submission because they were not a powerhouse in any sense of the word. The cowards and the traitors in the Confederacy. I wonder how that ended up. Here's her tweet. If the Biden administration refuses to stop the invasion of cartel-led human and drug trafficking into our country, states should consider seceding from the Union. From Texas to New York City to every town in America, we are drowning from Biden's traitorous America Last border policies. She was so proud of this tweet that she actually retweeted it. She retweeted her own tweet. Well, Jamaal Bowman, a man for whom I have an immense amount of respect and admiration. I've had him on my podcast. I've talked about many things he's done, even another tweet to Marjorie Taylor Greene, I believe it was last week. He had this to say, and I would hope for her sake and the sake of the country that Marjorie Taylor Greene listens to Congressman Jamaal Bowman. He tweeted this: to Representative Greene of the Confederacy, I have a news flash, Marjorie. Seceding didn't go so well for y'all last time. I guess he answered the question I was just pondering moments ago of how did it go for the Confederacy last time. You would know that if your side read books instead of banning them. Section 3 says levying war against the United States is treason. Let me educate you. As an elected official who swore to follow the Constitution, you're a disgrace to this country. Now, remember, part of becoming an office holder in the United States, part of joining the United States military, as I did, is to take an oath to support and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And there is nothing in this document that would make it legal, acceptable, normal, decent, pick a modifier here, to secede from the Union, to be a traitor against the United States and the document that they swore an oath to. Even suggesting secession is as ridiculous as it is offensive. You're nothing but a demagogue who is using fear and hatred to divide people. And frankly, you couldn't pour water out of a boot if the instructions were written on the heel. Immigration is a complex issue, but it's not one that can be solved by secession. We need to address our broken system here at home while also addressing the root causes of migration, one of which is the climate crisis that you refuse to understand. But I know that you're not interested in solving problems. For that, we need unity, compassion, and civility. And frankly, Marge, you're incapable. Start working for the United States of America, or do us a favor and secede yourself from Congress. So, hats off. This is an applause moment for Jamaal Bowman. A great response. But I would absolutely take it a step further and start calling on the citizens of the United States once again to stop electing phenomenally stupid people to high office. Stop electing dum-dums who have little to no functioning understanding of the document to which they swore an oath. These people talk about honor and duty and commitment and courage and bravery and all of these things that are just buzzwords for them. Because if they really, truly held to believing those things are sacred and honorable, they would uphold their duty to the document, to the foundational document of the United States to which they swore an oath. And this isn't even going into the fact that if they were to secede from the Union, they'd be in economic hot water. Red states largely are more of a leech on the system than a contributor. It's blue states far and away that contribute more to the federal tax coffers than red states. Georgia would be in a rough spot if they were to secede from the Union, little Margie, but I think you might not know that. You'd find out real quick, though. Anyway, what do you think? I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. Catch me on social media. I'm at Dollemore everywhere. And stick around for a very brief word from today's sponsor, Private Internet Access. It is easy for your internet surfing to feel like a joyride. With a click or two, you can watch the latest blockbuster, find info on the most obscure historical facts, or have groceries delivered right to your front door. Easy, however, doesn't mean safe. To protect yourself, your data from breaches, trackers, and malicious websites, you need a VPN. I use Private Internet Access, the world's most transparent VPN with over 10 years of experience and more than 30 million downloads. Head to piavpn.com/Dollemore right now to get 83% off of Private Internet Access plus 4 extra months for free. Your single subscription protects unlimited devices on all the platforms you use: Windows, Mac, Android, etc. But hold on. What the heck is a VPN? A virtual private network allows you to create a secure connection between your online devices and the World Wide Web. You wouldn't ride a motorcycle without wearing a helmet, right? Well, I hope you wouldn't. A VPN acts as your helmet while you're online. It shields your digital data. By masking your IP address and encrypting your internet connection, Private Internet Access ensures your data is safe from security violations, defending you from attacks like the recent one with T-Mobile data and that breach which exposed customer data and PIN numbers. Yikes. Private Internet Access also safeguards you from the geo-blocking that limits your access to sites in other countries. This means, for example, you can access streaming libraries around the world, each of which has different content. Do you know the country with the largest Netflix library in the world is Slovakia? I know where my fall movie browsing will be. It'll be there. Private Internet Access is the best choice for unlimited and safe browsing. So go now to piavpn.com/Dollemore to score 83% off of Private Internet Access plus 4 extra months for free. The information superhighway is a dangerous road, so you need protection. Let private internet access be your helmet.